I don't watch your videos.
You don't watch my videos?
No.
Right, well, I came down here to report a crime.
Okay, and I'm more than willing to take your information.
Why didn't you take it out there?
Well, I told you, in a case like this, it seems to be very in-depth. It's better if we talk in person at the station.
Did you know what I was reporting over there?
I don't,
You didn't, so then what do you mean if it's in depth or not?
because it seems like your situation is very in-depth.
Oh, snap, I didn't have you
So
on
if
here.
you would like to report a crime, I am more than willing to take your report.
Okay.
I would need you to come into the station. There's no recording inside because I'm gonna grab some personal information from you, which is what I'm going to need.
I'll fill it out for you, we're gonna do it right here.
So I will give it to you, you can fill it out and bring it back to me. I'm not gonna stand here as you fill it out.
Was this, okay, well, I would just, so everyone's watching.
Okay.
This is, finding of the facts from a court where they
Okay.
threw the child molestation case.
So I don't, unfortunately, I don't know any of these
I know,
things.
that's why I'm informing you.
I
of
can
it.
only deal with crimes that happen within
This
Gettysburg
is
Borough.
within Gettysburg Borough at the
Okay.
Gettysburg Hospital.
Okay?
The police that were investigating lost child sexual
Now,
assault
when you
kit
say the
pictures.
police, who are the police that were investigating?
I believe it would be the state police and or the DA, which
Okay.
the DA works up there, and these are missing child rape kit pictures
Okay.
in your jurisdiction.
So there is a way to handle that. That is with the agency that lost the pictures. You
Right,
would have to
but
file a
they
complaint
don't,
with them.
this is your jurisdiction,
Correct.
and there
But
hasn't
when
been a
another-
crime charge for them losing those child sexual assault kit pictures.
So I understand what you're saying, but here's what I'm explaining to you. When it is a crime that involves another agency, okay? Let's say you're complaining that this agency lost this thing. That agency has a way to address that particular incident. If you want to get out of the way, because we don't want to interrupt
No,
his
apologize.
business.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell you down on the street over there when those guys at the courthouse trespassed me.
So that is under investigation right now. I will take all pertinent information that you want to give me in this case.
Yes, here,
okay?
okay, so here's the court's finding of the facts.
Now, when you say the court's
And-
finding of the facts, I can only deal with
In the
what
child
happened.
molestation case.
So I can't-
That happened in your jurisdiction.
So,
You guys hear this?
I
This is the
understand.
same cops that hide a out-of-town veteran's triple attempted
Here's what I'm
murder
telling you.
using the same exact speech.
Your stabbing
to
did
hide
not,
a
your stabbing
local-
did not happen in Gettysburg
Right, but
Borough.
the
I cannot-
criminal
I cannot
criminal
investigate
conspiracy
anything
that
did not
happened
happen
in the courthouse, which is in your
But
jurisdiction.
You've already been told how to address anything with the courthouse.
In your jurisdiction, there was a crime of criminal conspiracy to make that happen.
You've
You
already-
can
it
charge
has already
that.
been explained to you how
No,
to
it's
handle
not explained. It
any
hasn't been
matters.
investigated. There has been no
We
criminal
are not the
complaint when I complained to
investigative arm
you.
of the court.
It doesn't matter. There's a crime that happened
So you can file
in
a-
your
you can
jurisdiction.
file a private
I am
complaint.
not
Okay.
reporting a
I
crime
will take
in
any
the
new,
courtroom.
I will take any new information
Look at
that
this
you
guy's
have
face.
to any new crime, okay? That's what I'm here for you for
I'm here to
today.
report a crime
So
that in your jurisdiction,
that is already been.
child sexual assault kid
But you
pictures
said
went
you've already-
missing. Listen to
I
this
already
guy
ex-
explain
I already
this.
explained to you how to
Listen to
handle
this
that.
guy
I'm not
explain
gonna
this.
explain it again.
Listen
I
to this
already
guy
explained it to
explain
you.
this. No,
If
no,
you
you're not
have-
explaining anything.
If you have no new
I'm here to
business,
report a crime.
You've already,
I'm here
it has
to
already
report
been
a crime.
explained to you how to take care of that.
What? How do I do
You need
this?
to go file a complaint with the state police, who you claim
This
is
happened in
investigating
your
it.
jurisdiction.
It doesn't
The state
matter.
police
You-
threw it. This is
you
a
need to
crime
report
committed
that.
in your
The
jurisdiction.
state police has a way to report what you believe is wrongdoing.
The state police are the ones that hid my triple attempted
Again.
murder, and they're the same ones that threw this double child molestation
That is-
case. And here's a veteran, Sergeant Proy of the Gettysburg Police
So if
Station,
you have
where
no
all
new
of this
business-
happened in his jurisdiction.
have no new
And this
business,
guy
I'm going to leave now.
is ignoring it.
If you
This
have
guy
no
right
new-
here,
if
this
you
guy,
have no new
his
business,
face. I do.
our conversation is gonna be
I do.
over.
I have a complaint up against you. You hit me with my car while you were backing out.
That's gonna be a complaint you can take up with the chief of police.
The chief of police. I'm making a criminal complaint to you about you hitting me with your
So
car.
that's gonna be a complaint you can make to the chief of police.
Why does that? Why, you're a police officer in this jurisdiction.
So if
You're
you
a
have
police
if you
officer.
have a complaint
Listen to this
against me-
police officer not
Alright.
complain about him
You have a
assaulting
nice
me with
day.
his vehicle.
I'll
I'm not
let- I'll
done.
let the chief of police know you wanna
I'm
file
not
that
done.
complaint. I'll
I'm
go
not.
get it for
I'm,
you.
I've got more things
I'll
to
go get
complain.
it for you.
Hey, way to show America what veterans, what Gettysburg does. Hey, everyone, come to Gettysburg. If you're a veteran, get stabbed. If you have kids, get them diddled. Good job, Sergeant Proy. Woo, America, American police. All right, so that was us reporting more crimes. He actually hit us with his car this morning, backing away from taking any criminal complaint. that was the face of Gettysburg Police. We literally just got them ignoring more crimes that we've reported. So, okay, what's up? We'll take a live. We'll take a live, guys. What's going on? Okay, that's gonna make for a lot more better edit. And that guy just kind of showed his face. Woo, where'd I go? Yeah. So anyway, I'm opening it up for questions. I'm opening it up for questions finally. I've had a lot go on today. I was originally just in town to serve subpoenas and get down the road, go walk my dog because the morels are out. But the Gettysburg Borough picked a fight with me, and this is where it led. What's up? What's going on, y'all? Y'all want to hit me with some questions? We got it. I've been alive a lot today. What's up? What's up, tribe? What's up, Red Tape Wanter? Zombieland? Shouldn't he file dereliction of duty? They won't even take any complaints, man. That's how it is. I mean, you guys see what they're capable of, right? With the missing child sexual assault kit pictures. Yeah. Oh, can we turn her? Well, I'll leave that rolling. Dereliction of duty. Yeah. Well, he assaulted me with his car. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm tired of dealing with these dirtbags, man. Really. Yeah. He hit me with his car, and while he was backing out, running away while I was trying to make a criminal complaint, and he didn't even take any of my other complaints. Catch, no, the FBI's all up in on it, man. They use their former agents in the bar to write. Yeah, what's up? Red Tape Walter Reed, because the guilty's hell and he won't take any charges. Another thing they sweep under the rug. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's right here in the flesh in Gettysburg. Stop resisting, Jake. You know it. Was I video recording when he hit you? Yeah, yeah, go check the live, man. It's when he's backing out. Also go after the department for not having a complaint. Nothing ever happens here, you guys. That's why I had to start this stupid ass channel. You can make all the complaints you want. Yeah, they say, oh, you hire a lawyer. You hire a lawyer, and then they just backdoor it with you. It's for you. That's why I had to become my own lawyer. So I had to start their own channel because they use the media to suppress it. And that's why I had to learn to be a lawyer, because you hire a lawyer and they conspire against you. Yeah. Thanks, Catch. Yeah, that was a sapper tactic. They trespassed me in the courtroom this morning for trying to get a subpoena. And then they wouldn't take a criminal complaint. So that was Sergeant Proy right there. You saw his little pedophile protecting Pennsylvania policeman face. He's the same one that refuses to make a complaint about the criminal conspiracy in the courthouse. Well, imagine that. Same cops wouldn't give a crap about losing child rape kit pictures. Imagine that. In their jurisdiction. Both of these are in their jurisdiction. But they know nothing will ever happen because the same attorney general that would prosecute them for any of this stuff, he's helping to hide all that stuff too. And he's running for governor. And then so I went and got and he's a liberal. So I went and got my state senator who's running for governor, Doug Mastriano. And because he needs support from the kid diddling cops, because you don't get elected in Pennsylvania if you run on any other ticket. He just sided with them, and he's like, I have him on film running away. Yo, Weicker, what's up, man? Hey, good, man. Hey, I'm trying to make a police criminal complaint.
Yeah, so Sergeant Bruce said that you wanted to make a complaint against them. So if you can, just fill this out and then turn that back in.
Right. So while I got you here, I'm trying to make a complaint about the police losing child sexual assault kit pictures up in town.
Yeah, I think you just made that to Sergeant Bruce.
Yeah, he didn't do anything about it. He just continued the same pedophile protecting Pennsylvania policeman deal that's conducted up in here. That doesn't bother you?
I'll check with him when I get in.
Right. So this is the same Pennsylvania police that's cool hiding an out-of-town veterans at stabbing for a local crony that'll throw a case of double kid diddling for a local crony. That's it. Weicker, good job, buddy. Yeah. So what's up? More questions. The red tape. Yeah, man, they made me do this, man. They made me do this. I don't know. I originally made this helmet so I could pogo stick with the camera, but the helmet's just so functional because I have like free hands. I can actually like keep my satchel. You see my satchel right there? I have that with like my paperwork, and I can throw that around my shoulders. And I got a free hand to, you know, control the camera. And yeah, it's, you get better at it as you do it. And I'm still, you know, improving and whatnot. But anyway, that was it for the audit. I'm taking up some questions, you guys. I have my favorite sign that I like to broadcast over there. It says everyone's created equal, but all of those are created. But somebody parked a bicycle in front of it. I don't even know what you call that, man. Anyway, so what's up? That was it. That was the audit. That's how pedophile protecting Pennsylvania police protect local pedophiles. You know, it's the same kind of police that would throw a case of their local crony stabbing a veteran, are the same kind of police that would throw a double kid diddling case involving 14 felonies for their buddy. I can't make this up, you guys. I don't know. It's like, you know, when after you have like that credenza moment of the movie, when they do exactly what you thought they'd do, and you have it. Now I really don't have anything much to discuss. So I'm opening it up for questions. What's up? Hold on, you guys. Yeah, and funny enough, right before he came out, he dropped the live stream. The live stream dropped. That's why I missed it out on the other one, and we missed everything. So I had to get it going right before, as he was walking out. It wasn't going live. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the helmet too. I had this going so I could videotape my aspect from the pogo stick, and it just becomes so useful that I just keep it in the repertoire. So, what's up? Do I sleep okay? Any PTSD? Some random? No. I mean, I do. I have severe high functioning PTSD. But that's what it is. It's high functioning. Like, I'm not boo-hoo PTSD. I'm, oh yeah, PTSD? I'll fix this shit. Yeah, that's my kind of PTSD, man. That's why I'm up here. So, yeah, I've always engaged a target, you know, like tactfully retreat or tactfully engage. So anyway, they jammed it. That you know, man, you're a big fan. You've seen that happen quite a few times. And that's why I got the backup up here. Plus, it has better audio and video and view of everything. And then because I can only get in standard definition sometimes. So I can come back with an edit with a lot better video and camera. What's up? John Wesley. Yep. I'm sorry, what was it? Tribe, you texted something real big and I didn't get to answer it. I'm sorry, man. I got my iPhone 8 here in the parking lot and I miss your call. So questions, hit me up. Next question comes up. I think I'm real more. Torque, what's up, brother? Team. Yeah, hey, man, any of my stuff I got is free for edits and remakes if y'all in the community. Ask Joe Rogan. I know, I'm a big Joe Rogan fanboy. Yeah, you gotta break out, and I'm so shadow banned, I have to rely on other people to do it for me, because I've been in touch with a lot of people, and like when I do hear word back from them, they're like, dude, you went straight to my spam folder. What's up? Can I talk about my plans in court? Catch. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's talk about court. Interesting things. So trials are on 18 May at 9 o'clock up here in this courthouse. And it's kind of a small courthouse, and I know they're going to play games. So if y'all come from far away, yeah, I'm just taking it with a grain of salt. Thank you so much. Please, yeah, do show up and show your support. If they're going to be, you know, I don't want to give away ideas for them in case they didn't think of them themselves. But yeah, the judge approved the testimonial hearing to happen immediately before court. So that's what I was up at this courthouse for this morning, to go get subpoenas stamped by the clerk of courts to serve to the special agents, that the one special agent whose father-in-law was forging those deeds in the case I was investigating. He's the special agent that pulled out that warrant to get into my phone. Well, he needed a special agent that's tech savvy to wipe it. And so I subpoenaed both of those, or I attempted to, And then they trespassed me again because my veterans director, Stan Clark, started to, I have more on this. So Stan Clark started talking shit. So I talked the same exact shit right back to him. And then they said I was defiant trespass because I wouldn't leave. They wouldn't let me through to conduct business to serve my subpoena. Stan was way up and gone, and he made a face at me outside the elevator. We're gonna put a stay on that evidence and get that video and show him do that. That dude is so stupid. Like, all he has to do is keep his mouth shut, and he can't do it. And that's getting into my second point. After I live casted and showed them preventing me access, then they let me in, right? So I went in. Stan was waiting by the security desk on the exit to confront me and provoke me. And he said, Jake, you might want to check into Title 34 VA fraud, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm not the fraud in this situation. So he literally stayed there. And then security was yelling at me for responding to him. This is the batshit bullshit good old boy system in Gettysburg that produces da, 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 da. I'm a little off on that. Produces lost child rape kit pictures for their cronies when they need to throw the case for them. And all they have to do. So then I tried to make a report where they were obstructing justice by not allowing me access to conduct court business, and Sergeant Proy wouldn't get out of his car to report it. Then he hit me with his car as he was backing up to get away, to run away like a little bitch, because that's what he is. That's what all the cops around here have to be. They'll act hard and friendly and like, oh, we're here to protect the people, until they have to throw a case for a double case of kid diddling for one of their buddies that's tied into their HUD racket. So anyway, what's up, guys? More questions. I'm taking it. Do I remember when the VA cared about veterans? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yes, Shams. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing is just like any other governmental organization, you know. It's there to convince you to come off your dollars to pay for it. Real life corruption in your face. There isn't any honesty in my city. No, you won't get anywhere. So Pennsylvania is owned by a bipartisan ultra PAC. What I mean by ultra PAC is like our longtime conservative head of the Republicans, his president of that party, he had a super PAC, and then forever he was locked in mortal whatever fight with the Democratic one, who he started a super PAC. And then those two got together after they were done with all their kid diddling for Pennsylvania, you know. They got together and made a super PAC, right? So then people got pissed off. You know, Pennsylvania was like, oh, man, everything's so bad. We're going to elect this random outsider from York who's Governor Wolf right now. And so he's like a political outsider, and he was a complete brainchild of this Mary Eisenhower chick she's just had a professional career as a like government lobbyist and just to get people elected. Like, that's her career. This is how she's so prominent. Well, she got him elected via that way, so that kind of made her power base, and she had a super PAC. Then all three of those super PACs got together once Governor Wolf got in, and now they're called the Rooney Novak Eisenhower Group, and you don't get elected most of the time. Like, I'm not sure how they'll do that in Potter County, where there's like more deer than people. But in any of the districts that like pull votes and matter for votes in our state legislature, they're gonna already have over half of the people needed to do it. So they don't need to buy everybody. They just need to buy enough of them. And that's what I mean by like, they can get this county to vote this way and this county vote the way, because they all figured we can steal more from the government working together. And then you're like, oh, where's the FBI? Blah, blah, blah. Well, the FBI, the regional FBI, is staffed by regional cronies, man. So they just have them work this racket. And, you know, if you've ever seen... So, like, the state will prosecute the shit out of you on something that they can catch if they want to, blah, blah, blah. But you can get them dead to rights on one of their cronies or one of their buddies breaking the shit out of the law, and they can just choose not to prosecute for it. It's legal. No matter how many criminal complaint forms come across their desk, like, you know, them hiding my attempted murder in broad daylight, like, hey, just go look at the CCTV. Go get it from Walmart. It's on 2 CCTVs, and they won't do anything about it. So that shows you the true side of the American just us system. What's up, Clueless? Hey, what's up? Good to see y'all. All right, when I'm making it to Texas, yo. Funny you say that. I just got my bail rescinded. Like, it's been on books since October, and the judge just wouldn't do it. I've been on $15,000 bail with travel restrictions for standing in that courthouse for over a year ago. And the judge, I finally got him to rule on it because I said I'd have a continuance. So anyway, trial is May 18th, 9 a.m. That's what's going on with me. I'll have another update video for you guys about that. It'll be interesting. What's up? Any more questions? I appreciate y'all. You're the reason I'm still standing, because none of that stuff would have happened if I wasn't live. They wouldn't let me back in there. Well, I asked the cop, so you claim because you refused to do your duty because you're involved in the matter. Yeah, Tribes, of course he's involved in it. He's a Pennsylvania policeman. What does it mean rescinded? You get it back? Yeah, no, because I had to hire a bailiff. Okay, I'm answering Beekeeper's question. Rescinded bail, which means those were, they held me on $15,000 bail in case I jumped trial and I couldn't make it, and I was on travel restrictions in case I didn't make it. So when they rescinded it, I got them to rescind all of the conditions, which I had to get them to do twice. Ask them to do twice, and that is they let go of the conditions that I was on bail for. So because I hired a bondsman, we had to pay him $1,500, and I'm sorry, it was only $750. It's 5% bail bonds, so $750, and he keeps that because we've done this before too. As many times I've been arrested up here. What they do is they'll charge you 7% for a money handling fee. So no matter whatever their bail is, they're getting paid out. Literally 30 grand. One time my bail was, when I got stabbed, my bail was 30 grand and my stabber's bail was 10 grand. My pops went out and pulled cash and dropped it off up there at the courthouse, and then they charge them a 7% handling fee. So it's literally cheaper. You won't get your money back regardless, but it's literally cheaper to go with 5% bail bonds. Dirty white boys tied up by a catch for third. Okay. What's up? Questions. Did I answer your question, Beekeeper? Sorry, I get so spun up answering questions and so off topic. Zombieland. Okay, you're not addressing me. Yeah. The whole whatever's going on in Ukraine, I feel awful for everybody involved between the Ukrainians and the Russian troops. Because I'm sure just like those Russians are in Ukraine when, our troops were in Iraq, bet you most of them were pretty nice dudes. They're just caught in the middle like us. So that's what war brings you. And that's what we're kind of propagating. We are the biggest arms salespeople in the world. And Ukraine's kind of almost been a civil war, but we don't even know what to think because we don't get what's filtered to us. I have family members that are more liberal leaning, and when I say Joe Biden was a figurehead in a Ukrainian oil acquisition company 5 years ago, when the only experience this dude has is doing blow off of strippers' asses. He yells at me for being a Joe Rogan's conspiracy theorist because it's not in the main media. I'm like, well, no, actually, remember when everyone was all pissed off because we were fighting a war for oil in Iraq? Well, now we're funding a war for other people to kill themselves in all these bombings to protect our oil rights in Ukraine. So, or the Biden's oil rights. Remember, everyone was like, oh, the Bushes and the oil, and you got to protect the oil. Well, look at that, So, again, I try not to get political on this channel because I don't feel like any party's really out to really help us of the big two. And it's an immediate driving force. Like, if I say Trump, half the people will be all about it, and half the people will be like, automatically turn off. But I don't want to get into the politics of it. I want to just, it's just like Russell Brand says, man, just be able to talk about it. Because then you can exchange these ideas. You're not trying to be, proving somebody wrong or right. It's an exchange of ideas. And how radicalized and polarized the media has gotten us, it prevents that. So instead of having a discourse like, why are we protecting Ukraine's oil rights right now? And it turns into a Biden versus Trump thing, which goes nowhere. Which, again, that's a magician. He's got this pretty assistant over here if you like blondes. He's got this pretty assistant over here if you like brunettes. And then he's got a third one out back all dressed up, all kinds of crazy, like, wow, they're all trying to steal your money. You can look at whatever one you want to, and you can argue all day about how that one's better looking. But what's in an argument? It's an argument about an opinion. Let's exchange information, or just enjoy the show. I guess that's where a lot of us are right now, because there's a middle majority of Americans that just want to go about their day. Like Gettysburg is up here. Most of them are blue-collar people, and they get all their news from the local media, and the local media won't publish anything about me unless it's bad, unless it's like my face holding up a sign for being like a woman choker or old man beater-upper, which, the woman was breaking into my house, and then the old man chased me down and stabbed me after I disarmed him of his pistol and ran away. So anyway, that's how easy the narrative can get twisted, and that's just at this local town level. Gettysburg is a microcosm of what's going on in America as a whole. We have absolutely no control. We have pay for all of these crazy government services that are staffed and ran by cronies that get government kickbacks and grants and blah, blah, blah. And we never see any of this money, and it does us no good, and we're paying out for it. So yeah, you guys saw this, right? Like, this is where they lost the child sexual assault kit pictures. Yeah, well, our children and youth services had to be in on that. That one of the investigators, because there were dozens, a handful. The girls were investigated over a dozen times apiece, but one of the investigators was a student, an intern from like Shippensburg University. and anyway, they helped her the case. Right here up at the top, they waited a month. So they did a child rape exam at the Gettysburg Hospital, and they found some tears in a 10-year-old vaginal area. So then Children and Youth Services, who's helping them throw this case, waited a month to schedule another appointment till the girl healed up, and then they lost the associated pictures of the actual physical tear. So there went that piece of evidence too. And I'm not painting everybody at that. After that happened, our longtime serving Children and Youth Services director quit. Like left. Quit because she wouldn't go with it. She found out what was happening. She quit. There you have it. I mean, and actually our state senator quit too because they were all together doing this. And that's when Doug Mastriano, running for governor, the Mr. Save Veterans guy who's a little bitch and running away from me, asking him for help, Mr. 30-year veteran. That's when he got his special election seat. And since he said, oh yeah, I'll jump over that corruption, I'll do that. Then I throw it in his face and he runs away from it, literally. So that's what goes on. I don't even know what tangent I was going off on anymore. What's up? Questions? Hit me up. Poor kid. Yeah. Kids, actually, bro. It was 10 and 7, 10 and 6, something like that. That's why there were over a dozen. Okay, so this guy, Phil Costin, right here, right? Yep, right there. When he got popped for 12 or 14 felony assault for child assaulting 2 girls, he went and got to turn himself in at the Gettysburg Police Barracks. Didn't get arrested, and the president judge gave him $100,000 unsecured bail, which means he didn't have to post any of it. He is looking at 14 felonies for diddling a pair of little girls, and he puts no cash down for his bail because he's got such a good name in the community. He doesn't have to post. He's not going to run. Well, of course he's not going to run because they're going to throw it for him. So that's just how they worked out that entire thing. I don't even know what I was getting at. He does the John and Jep Captain Fingers, but they're not acting. I don't even. Oh man, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Knowledge. What's up? It's chilling to hear the kids playing in the background while I'm talking about this. Yeah, Gettysburg Elementary School is right there. This is a small town. The hospital's right there. The courthouse is right there. Police barracks are right there watching all this transpire right in front of their noses. And because they always get away with it, they just continue without any fear of it. How far have you gotten in your investigation? Mike Mendoza asked how far I've been in my investigation. The last full-length video of the Attorney General caught withdraws charges. That one really does a great brief if you want to share that with people. Yeah. So that's about where I am publicly with this thing. The Triple Lindy goes full more into it too. Yeah, Catch, the judge got him off too. There's so many. This is what I mean. By this time, I've been at this for 4 years, and I've gotten so many cases, and I've had so many things happen to me that I tell people this cold, like they don't know me, or I approach them on the street or whatever, and they just look at me, even without this hat on, they look at me like I'm some full-headed veteran, because it is so much. It is so bonkers. Yeah, knowledge, I know. I need to hit up Vice. I'm shadow banned. Nobody gets my messages. I need y'all to help get this out to people. That's one of my other things. What's up? All right, I'm going to smoke this and wrap up. Other questions, y'all? Do I feel like the tables are turning for what I'm doing? Yeah, Mike Mendoza, thank you. Yeah, I feel like they are because I got the Attorney General to withdraw the two main charges. They were going to throw me in state pen for 4 years for legally standing in that public building. Well, they've now dropped, because I caught them felony fabricating evidence on the one charge and then felony destroying evidence on the other charge. They withdrew those two. And then the third charge, which is this attacked on charge of disorderly conduct, they dropped that to a summary offense, which that doesn't go in front of a jury. That's only heard by a judge. So they installed a judge who's wham, gonna make me guilty of it so that I can't come back on them civilly. That's what's looking up in trial. So yeah, I'd say I've made progress. But again, like, I've been at this for over a year. I've been arrested how many times for this stuff? I've been so many resources. Thank you, y'all, for your support and paying my military retirement, my VA disability, because this allows me to do this to y'all for y'all full time. Like, I'm not kidding y'all. I don't have a life. Like, I wake up and I feed my dog, I make coffee, and I start beating feet on this. And it's whether it's writing up reports for court, whether it's connecting with other people to get this out, whether it's investigating how to conduct myself as a lawyer, all of it. It is non-stop. I remember watching your first video. Yeah, Mike, it's been a long way, man. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I've come a long way. Actually, my brother-in-law, he's like a big computer guy. He like gifted me a powerful gaming desktop so that I could run the software to make decent videos. And by then I learned how to make videos. So then I got the software. Then I had to learn how to do the software. Now I got it down, man. Now I got it down. So, Paul Mooney, never let them grind you down. Regards. Thanks, Mooney. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Nah, man, they grind me down. I grind the glass. And I'll microscopically cut their lung cells up when they breathe me in. Because I'm not going away. I don't know. That just was the best thing I could come up with right now. All Jake's video story here. Thanks, Catch. I appreciate it. Thanks, Juan. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah. If y'all are just watching me jaw jack right now, go to the beginning of this or the other live stream because we got cut middle live stream. And it's me reporting more scandals to these cops. Sergeant Proy in there actually hit me with his vehicle, running away, backing out of the court up there because he came lickety-split to the courthouse when they falsely trespassed me again this morning trying to go get subpoenas. And then magically, I get the cops there and they run away, and then I get the security voices on film saying they're preventing me from doing subpoenas, and they allow me in the building. So, and again, the judge finally figured out a way, President Judge Michael George. He finally, after a year of trying, finally got it legal to prevent me from videotaping in the foyer. And again, it's not legal, but it's an arrestable offense on the books that they could have me. And since I'm already facing my other charges, that would violate what was going on when I did have my bail. And then I'd be remanded into custody. And then they don't hear bail hearings for violating that for every up to 4 to 5 weeks. So I would have been a ghost, legally held in their center, in the correctional facility, for legally filming in public again, but
then a year later, after I'm cooling off in jail, they can drop the charges and I'll walk away scot-free. And that's them teaching me to record in public. So anyway, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of stuff falling out about this, and I do have, because it took me so long to learn criminal law, and I want to start a homestead. I don't want to be here in Gettysburg. I want to have a homestead and grow and or hunt and or fish for all of my food or forage, and that'll keep me entertained enough. And if I have a homestead and I can eat, all I have to do is make fun videos instead of this kind of crap. Dirty white boy, why are you timed out? I don't know, man. I'm so burned up. I'm so hacked. I saw that happen. There's nothing I could do about it. Anyway, I don't even want to be here. So what I was getting at was I'm not gonna learn civil law. I mean, I found a lawyer who's legit, and I have to thank Pennsylvania Bikers for Justice for hooking me up with that. And I don't want to name drop, but there's a lot of individuals there that personally helped me out, and they put me in contact with my civil attorney now, who actually isn't on the take, and he's heard everything go down. He's like, I can't believe no one along the way hasn't taken your cases, blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, why do you think I learned how to defend myself in court? Because I couldn't find a lawyer that wouldn't conspire against me. And I've caught him 5 times, my hired attorneys, when I went down for these charges, I was in the middle of my federal racketeering case, so I wanted to focus on that civil aspect. So I hired the attorney, the major law firm that ran against and lost to the attorney general. I hired them because the attorney general's prosecuting this bullshit case. So I hired the guys that got a axe to grind with these motherfuckers. I'm like, get them at it. And the first thing they did was conspire with the attorney general to throw the case. And I got it in the emails. And I have the former inspector general, who was a retired appointed judge, Judge Maslin, who's on the record, sees all this and hides it and refuses to allow me to talk about it in court. So then we made the judicial complaint report, because remember when you guys made those judicial complaints reports about it, we sent that in, and the Judicial Board of Review hit it because he's just hiding the shit that he was told to hide. That's why he's there. He's not there to enact justice. He's there to hide what the hell's going on with this case. Same with my attorney. That's why the judge ruled irreconcilable differences instead of malpractice. Because my attorney was just doing what the attorney general was telling him to do, how to screw me. Even though I hired the guy and was paying him for my defense, and I have the emails bright as day about it. So anyway, this whole system is literally at face value. Maybe it is to have a control on criminal actions and criminal justice, but once you catch those who's on the take committing the crimes, then that system doesn't work anymore. And you're like, hold on a second, man. If these are crimes, this is law, this is this line, and this is this law, and this is this how it goes, and blah, blah, blah. So it applies to me, but it doesn't apply to you. And that's the reality of our justice system. What's up? Pick the battle up. If you're in the chat, oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, Knowledge. I appreciate the shout out for everyone. So, yeah, questions. I'm still here. I still haven't even sparked my smoky treat, man. It's just been running my mouth. What's up? Any questions, y'all? How do I have more people on the live right now than I had when I was actually, with the cop? Reporting the cops. Thoughts on Disney? Mike, you're hilarious, man. I don't really know. I've seen that pop up in the news. And I know they are curtailing things that Chinese don't like in their Chinese versions. So that's crazy. That's creepy. Plans for this is all over. Witless, what's up? Yeah, I'm going to go what I originally was going to do when I was visiting here, when they wrapped me up in all this crap, and I'm going to go down to Houston and Homestead, man. I'm going to grow and eat all my own food. Wonder if they have any recourse. No, man, there's no law down here. Knowledge, Texas Surf, you really went. Let's stay on topic, man. I don't care about me. Karen, oh, what's up? I'm sorry. Sorry, didn't know you were. Yeah, nobody knows, Karen. Nobody knows. I'm extremely shadow banned. I have 4 lives today. I got trespassed at the courthouse. I got hit by Sergeant Proy, Gettysburg Police, as he was running away in his car. He hit me with his car. Mike, you're in Austin. What's up, man? Yeah, there's a lot to catch up on lives. Again, these lives are so interjingled and intermixed, and the video's bad and the audio's bad, so that's why I have this. I can come back better later for a better edit. Mike, yeah, man, I'm up whenever I get down. Yeah, I can't leave there yet. Catch, I didn't get that. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can't leave Gettysburg. I got what you're saying, Catch. Thanks, Knowledge. I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for always being around and all the help you've done for me, man. I love Gettysburg. They love us. What's up, Eric? Yeah, they show how much they love us. They love farming us as people. And then the people will argue you about it. You guys saw the jury I had in line when I got trespassed for my trial, and I was just videotaping in public, and they had the jury lined up outside. You saw them. Not a single person. I think I had one guy that like paid an eye to me. Everyone else was like stranger danger, except for one guy who was trolling me, and then they called the cops on me again. So who got their lickety split again? And here I am. Sergeant Poy told me to come down here, and I waited how long in there and had to call these different people and whatnot. Great vibes. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, brother. Texas. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, there's one thing Texas don't like, and that's chomos, man. Like, even the cops down there, I don't think would put up with this shit. ZM Scott. Our system has been corrupted. Dirty cash. Yep. Yeah, man. Thanks, Scott. Yeah. We were just talking about how Pennsylvania is owned by a bipartisan ultra PAC. And they all know. Like, everybody knows. You just don't dime out the system because you'll be screwed. Sharpen. I don't know. Master Yoda, what's up, bro? Much love. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, Shadow Band, I got you. Yeah, it's good. It's how it goes. Gonna get to Florida and take you to Springs there. Yeah, man. I've been, I'm familiar. I used to live in Clearwater for a little while. Yeah, I think we've talked about that. Yeah, Mita AK, funny. I can't make it up, man. This is real life. I would not be here if they didn't. Thanks, Movie Click. That's a good one. I would not be here if they didn't hide my triple attempted murder and continue to do so. Grandma's caged in the basement. Flex. I must be a little off context on that one. I know you're hilarious, so I can only imagine how that come up. Unsubscribe. Thanks, Douglas Masters. Yeah, he said it. If you unsubscribe, wait 30 seconds, resubscribe, and re-hit all notifications, you'll get around the shadow ban. Their system will fall for sure. Yeah, Catch, no doubt, brother. And I want y'all to know Catch. Look, Catch is one of my best buddies, man. He's on here all the time. He just had a First Amendment issue too. He's got it on his channel, and there's other people that have done carried it. So go check out what Catch got going on, man. He puts his money where his mouth is too. You're awesome, Catch. Thanks, man. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? I missed a bunch of them right there. That always happens. Yeah, you can only think about the things I'm causing this country. Well, I am a patriot. I'm an American. I was a senior in high school and I watched in English class the second plane hit the Twin Tower because they're like, oh, pull the TV out. That was when you had a big TV on like a wheelie cart. And they're like, oh, well, a plane hit the tower and then one hit the Pentagon. So we knew we were under attack. So it's like we got to English class and we rolled the TV out. We were just watching the news and smack-o. That was my senior year, and then as soon as I turned 18, I signed up to go fuck these dudes up, fuck with our country. And 20 years later, when all the actual details come out, it turns out like, yeah, we initially had a really good response in Afghanistan to the guys that did that. Then we screwed them. We're like, no, we're not going to nation build you. So then all the Afghans were like, all right, well, we'll be Afghans again, do what we do. You're not going to be here forever. So then we went into Iraq, and that was my war. And then we started ISIS up there. That was actually happened under my watch. I was in Mosul when ISIS started. It was just originally ISI, Islamic State of Iraq. And then, they had the Sons of Iraq come out and countenance to that and whatnot. But I was literally there. I spent almost a year in Mosul, which ended up being the caliphate. ISIS took over it and ruled it for like two and a half years. And then I got involved more on that, man. So anyway, yeah, I don't even know what I was getting at. But yeah, that's what I thought was to be an American and to protect our interests and our ideals. And then I come home and I see what's actually fighting on here. And it's our government's out of control. just as bad as we run our foreign policy is, and as masked and filtered as that is to you, we were just talking about Ukraine, is just as filtered and masked as their control over our domestic society. And again, the system could work, but it's so capable of being subverted that it's out of control. And that's why I have the channel. I've been showing to y'all my experience of getting stabbed as an out-of-town veteran by Gettysburg, by a local crony in Gettysburg. Yep, right there. See, that's the Gettysburg Municipal Building. Boom. And them hide it for that local crony, and then just me trying to seek justice. I couldn't even buy it. I literally could not. I couldn't find an attorney to represent me on any of that stuff. So that's your criminal justice system. It works when it's there to screw you. It don't work when it's there to protect you, unless you're in on it. And that's not everywhere. That's just the standard, pretty much everywhere when you catch one of these guys doing that stuff. So anyway, transparency much, right? Yeah. See, and that's why if y'all have seen this live stream, he said you can't film in the police station, blah, 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 because of private information. And that's bogus too. But because I'm facing other charges right now, they just jail me regardless. And I'd at least be in jail for 5 weeks till I had a revocation hearing. So that's how they do it. And funny enough, you guys say, oh, you can't bring a suit for false arrest unless they arrest you. So I would literally have to get arrested for filming in public, just like I did in the courtroom. And then a year later, they'll drop those charges and then try to get you with something else. And that's exactly what they did in that courtroom. That's what I'm living right now. Karen, oh, they're stalking-ish. Yeah. They say same thing got me. Last time Stan called the cops on me, Stan Clark, the Veterans Director, who was just did it again this morning. He called the cops on me for stalking him, and he was literally driving around my truck. And I have it all on video at least 4 times, saying that I was stalking him, and he's calling the cops on me. Rights on. Yeah, battle in Gettysburg. Yeah. Rights, man, you're gonna love it. I got a whole bunch of lives today. They trespassed me at the courthouse, and yeah, you were there for that one. It's all crazy. We need to get on a major news platform. Mike, I know that's exactly. Mike Mendoza says I need to get on a major news platform. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's banned. Microcosm that's here in Gettysburg, keeping this from breaking, is the same exact racket. The media won't print it. I've been cultivating the AP for 2 years, and I bring all this evidence. Missing child rape kit pictures. A fourth grader could look at this and be like, well, where are they? Who lost them? And isn't that a crime? But you bring it up here to these guys, and they're like, oh, we're going to find some legal way. And it's in his jurisdiction. This is a crime that happened in his jurisdiction. He could absolutely do something about it, but he chooses not to. Just like that courthouse conspiring to stab me, or hide my stabbing for a local crony. They choose not to. That's just a system. Like, no, I'm not going to run for president. I'd be an awful president. I'd fuck everything up, man. I don't want to do it. Which is exactly somebody you need. Rocco, what do you think of the flat earth and world stage? Fakery. I think the earth is round. I really haven't spent a lot of time on that. I've flown from the northwest coast to Alaska, over the poles, through Aurora Borealis, down into Germany. Seen it with my own eyes, man. Explain me that one. I don't know. Karen O, go to legislature. Yeah, I did. And they're all part of this racket. If you can see, I caught them right down here at the Gettysburg American Legion. They threw me out on Veterans Day. I was asking them for help. All the legislature, Pennsylvania is owned by a bipartisan racket, and they won't touch anything. Okay, so I'll go down the list. State Representative Dan Mao, I actually just crashed his little Republican dinner party the other day. It was fucking hilarious. I didn't even get to cover that one. I couldn't film in there. Yeah, you guys don't even know about that. This is the first time I'm saying anything. So yeah, he's in on all the corruption. He even has his office out of the building where the dude that was titling the fake deeds in the case I was filing, that guy actually his daughter owns business because he had to cycle it out from under him owning it because he did a false bankruptcy. That's how butt fucking convoluted this shit is. Okay, so that was Dan Mao. He's on. If you go watch the County sheriff ejects veteran for Doug Mastriano. You go on there, you'll see State Representative Dan Mao talk shit to me, like saying I'm bothering him for asking for help. Then you'll see Senator Doug Mastriano, who's a 30-year career veteran who run that special election runoff. You'll see him run away from me a bunch of times, and I catch him a bunch of times, and I film his aide. Yeah, I have that a bunch of times. So then you go on to my Congress, right? Congress. So I have Senator Bob Casey, and this guy's a big anti-gun guy, and he came to Gettysburg, tried to get a hold of him and Gettysburg for gun sense, because this dude that stabbed me, he did this after he pulled his pistol on me, and I disarmed him of it and ran away. He chased me, he grabbed 2 knives from his truck, chased me down and stabbed me. This is not a guy we want to be having armed with a pistol with concealed carry, right? The sheriff still signs up for it. And actually, the sheriff is the one who ejected me from the Gettysburg American Legion. So he's still signing off on that. This Glenn Kessler guy that did that, he has a firearms charge from a year before. So I brought all this stuff to Senator Bob Casey, who came to talk to Gettysburg for gun sense, because he's a gun grabber, and I was ignored. I was a leper, right? So then I go to my other congressman is John Joyce, and he's a Republican from this district, all right? So this is how cretin this guy is. I go to hit his office up, and he ignores me. Well, it turns out that he signed the approval for Judge Thomas Campbell's son. Judge Thomas Campbell's the one that approved the illegalities of hiding my stabbing up there. He's Court of Common Pleas, full dress wearing judge. His son doesn't even know how to spell, because he'd come on my page and troll me, and he spells all fucked up. Congressman John Joyce gave Campbell's son, who's a dumbass, don't even know how to spell, a congressional appointment to West Point. Like, you need a congressional appointment. So here he is. I'm like, hey, Congressman John Joyce, I got stabbed in the town, hit it, and blah, 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 and here's all the evidence. And they're like, go sit and spin, motherfucker. And then Judge Thomas Campbell, who's the judge that hit it, he's like, hey, man, remember when I hit that stabbing of that local veteran? Well, because of that, I'd really like my son to be admitted into the West Point. So he signed off on that. So that was my other U.S. congressman. Yeah, another Hunter Biden in the works. Yeah, he spells all fucked up. He'd be trolling on my page with like his original name, and the kid was 17 at the time. So I was just like, keep it light. And then when he turned 18, I was like, gotcha. And like, I'm like, man, you better appreciate who your daddy is. Get you an appointment into West Point spelling like that, you dumb shit, dumb Gettysburg fuck. He's a future officer. That's all I got to say about that. What's up, guys? I can't believe I have this many people on the live stream right now just jacking my jaws. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap, you know it. Rights on. Rights on, yep. Thanks, Kat. Appreciate it. Yeah, you guys, hey, I love this community. We all support each other. If I'm not subscribed to your channel, you're an auditor and you need help with this, let me know. I'm sorry I don't carry a lot of other people's material because I have zero time to do it right, and I'm, like, banned anyway. So, yeah, hit me up. Make sure I subscribe, and I'll get stuff out. And like, I know a lot of the other good auditors, so I try to. Oh snap! Yeah. Oh man, who's beeping at me? No, keep filming. We don't know when we're gonna need to. So yeah, I can put you in contact with people and whatnot. But even then, I'm completely shadow banned. My channel is worthless to try to carry something on. Like, go to somebody else. Yeah, seriously, somebody that is shadow banned. Thanks, Catch. What's up? Mr. Daylight, greetings. Woo! Thanks, Daylight. Appreciate it, homie. Is that, I can't tell. I'm an idiot, man. Is that Ireland? Yeah. I'm in the sun. One stop, 14th Amendment shop. Yeah. It's so easy to get shadow banned. And we're such small channels, like, well, why would it even matter? Bootlickers tank your algorithms. Yeah, it's how it goes. Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mr. Dave. I appreciate that. I couldn't exactly see the colors. Didn't want to offend anybody. That was Ireland. Yep. Team. Yeah. You see how obstinate I am. I got some Irish in me. Us Americans are all mutts, man. We're all the ones that got out of the old country. Kurno, I tried, not so good, but did succeed elsewhere. I missed what you're talking about, Karen. Joe, we're all shadow banned. Yeah, and YouTube is not a public square. No, it's not. Maybe we'll all move over to Twitter now that Elon Musk took it over. Yeah, the same guy that rescued the world by making electric cars available to the people is now ruining it by ensuring that trying to ensure that we have free speech. Listen to that narrative. This man. Wow, you said welcome to Gettysburg if you got veterans. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, if you got veterans, bring them to get stabbed. If you got kids, bring them to get diddled. Well, they'll hide it. I missed it. What's up? I missed it. Any more talking, guys? I've been up here jaw-jacking for almost an hour now. Writ of mandamus and habeas corpus. Okay, Sound Minds has a good question. Writ of mandamus. So writ of mandamus is forcing, once you've reported to a law enforcement body or government body, can be anybody, and once you've reported them actionable things, it's their responsibility twice, and they haven't done it, you can take out a writ of habeas corpus, or a writ of mandamus, and make a judge make them do something, okay? And that is a legitimate method for a legitimate government. Do I really got to elaborate on that? Yeah, in Pennsylvania, it's something like 90 some odd percent of them are turned down simply because, oh, well, this guy hit it. The least I could do is just ignore it. Okay, and getting into that. So, all right. So people say, oh, man, you had a corrupt judge, you had a bad judgment, you caught him dead to rights in the record, you'll win on appeal. Well, the recon Marine that had his house robbed out from underneath him, that we have all the documentation on. He was one of my big guys. He's the one who was married to the president of the county bar's daughter, and they robbed him of everything he had. He has it all laid out. He hired the biggest law firm, paid $50,000. Because I'm telling you, an appeal is like writing a novelette. I've done one. Shitty. It actually would have played, and that's what got the judge to withdraw. But it cost him $50,000 by the best lawyers, did it all I's dotted, T's crossed, and the Circuit Court of Appeals ignored it. They said, meh. And then what they were going to do is let him appeal to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court can legally ignore it. They can say, hey, you know what? This is a one-off case. Yeah, they broke the law and everything, but it's not worth our time because it will never happen again, right? And they can legally do that. So my buddy who paid $50,000 got screwed $100,000 in the divorce in the first courts, then did the appeal, paid $50,000 for that one, then that got ignored. Well, he can pay for another one in Supreme Court, which I'm sure would cost even more than $50,000 to have them legally ignore it. So that's what I'm getting at in the corruption of the courts. And that was segued from a writ of mandamus. Yes, I can do a writ of mandamus. Statistically in Pennsylvania, over 90% of them are ignored or, not upheld. Because once, they're like, hey, I don't know about this scandal and I don't want to know. La, 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 kick it back down to lower courts. But I want to make a great point on this, please. And let me get up before I get off on topic. So, Bill Cosby, who's a 40-plus year serial rapist, who got away with it forever because he was a celebrity with a lot of money in Pennsylvania, tied in with the cops, tied in with this, tied in with that. No cops would report it. I don't know how many hundreds of women went forward and nothing ever happened against the guy. But anyway, they finally got him in jail for stuff. And there was some prosecutorial overreach getting him into jail because they came back on other statements that he said he couldn't get charged for. Well, then they came back and found things that confer from his statement that he had immunity from. Well, that confers other stuff that he did criminally that they could charge him with within the statute of limitations, because they ignored it for 40 years. They were just waiting for it to lapse. Just like missing child rape kit pictures, that's 7 years, we're at year 6. So that his big money lawyers could go straight to the Supreme Court with our Chief Justice, Max Baer, and say, hey, this is where the courts broke the law. We need you to fix this. And bam, boom, fixed. Let's find a legal reason to throw this serial rapist out of jail when he's already in jail. The Supreme Court could have said, nah, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We'll let you go to the federal Supreme Court. But they didn't. And that would have at least kept them in jail for another couple years until the Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court heard it, which again, he probably has the political clout to get that before the U.S. Supreme Court. So, these are the things. This is the American justice system. So my buddy who has all the documentation about them straight up robbing robbing him of his house, and all the documentation, all the laws broken, all the courts that took working in conjunction to do this, and they won't hear it because it's one-off legally. Well, then they'll magically listen to this one-off case from Bill Cosby, who is only not in jail for 40 years because no one would report it for 40 years or charge him for it for 40 years. Then they go out and find some bizarro legal reason that plays in court, but they could have just ignored it and just let him rot in jail till he was, a noodle. And his estate, his heirs took his money from him instead of spending it on lawyers. So there's again that's what we're told. And Supreme Court Justice Max Baer, I'm pretty hard on that douchebag because he actually did a newscast about it, and you can go look it up. And he says he talks with like a lisp, so he like literally like does like the idiosyncrasies of like a Family Guy pedophile, like, "Say, sweetie, blah, blah, blah." So he actually talks like that. So you can go look up the news report and go see him, our Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Max Baer. You can literally say that, see him justify throwing or springing Bill Cosby, 40-year serial rapist Bill Cosby, from jail in the public's best interest due to prosecutorial overreach. I can't even do it. I gotta practice. When I actually had to do his voice in that episode, it like took me a bunch of takes. Cause he literally like talks like this with his mouth and with like a lisp and his tongue at the same time. Like literally, he's the weird guy that's always trying to trick Peter Griffin into delivering his paper in his basement. Anyway, what's up? Catch. Need to change the way justice system works. Yeah, Catch, that's why we're here, brother. And that's why you're here. Catch, if you guys missed it, Catch just got him on an unlawful arrest and assault. He got a good one, and he got to walk away from it. Best job, Catch. You're the man. So I'm sure we'll be hearing more on that. Got some popsicles in my basement. Shammers. Not for me, man. They're thieves. Max Baird is a turd. Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been going over an hour now. Can't see what you can't see. Yep, you know it, Charles Walls. All right, guys, so I'm wrapping it up. Do you guys got any more questions? We did. Before we came up here to report these crimes to police, we got our subpoenas out. So, wrapping it up, if you're still here, trial's May 18th, 9 o'clock. Right at 9 o'clock, they're going to do a preemptive testimonial hearing where I get to put the special agent that pulled out the bogus warrant to wipe my phone for trespassing and the IT tech that wiped my phone for trespassing, get to put them on the stand and lock them into a statement right before trial. So anyway, yep, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Catch, thanks, brother. Andrew, thanks for showing up, homie. I'll send you some rucola. Roo! Roo, roo, roo! I gotta get the ears bouncing. Marcus Woodron, thanks. Keep on keeping on. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Ransom, are you gonna wear the old school white wig for trial? I can't give him a reason, man. Nope, I'm going in professional. ZM Scott, PA is very crooked. Yep, you moved there. Yeah, you got to live it to know it. Carano, Eastern CST, Eastern. Thanks, Pinky. Yep, good to see you, homie. Alan Merck, love your videos. Funny. Thanks, Al. Appreciate it. Thanks to y'all for your all support. I wouldn't be here. Thanks, Oki. Thanks, Zombie Land. Thanks, Catch. Yep. Much love to y'all. Thanks for being here. I'd be the tree in the forest that wondering if they make any sound falling. So without y'all know what's going on. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, I try to engage with y'all as much as I can, especially writing online. If I just do these voice-to-voice videos, it's not good for the story and not good for clinching people into the story. So I love catching up with y'all and everything y'all do to support me. No, the hearing's not going to be on Zoom, Benjamin Davidson. Watch the earlier ones. Thanks, Razor. Yeah, this is going to make a hell of a conglomeration because we got better sound and video now. So anyway, I'm wrapping it up. Much love, y'all. Thank you so much for your support. If you missed it, go back, watch the other videos. I got trespassed in the courtroom this morning. Then I got hit by Sergeant Proy with his police car because he was running away from not letting me report. Then he told me to come in here and report it. Then he wanted to bring me into the station where they say you can't film, but it's a public building, so you can film in there. But because I'm on rescinded bail, then they could throw me in jail again and you wouldn't hear from me for 30 days. So yeah, it's been a day. Oh, and I went to the post office and mailed off the subpoenas. I had to go get that done before I come back here. Thanks, McDonald. Hey, McDonald, what's up, brother? Good to see you around. Dude, catch us up. Catch us up, man. Hit it on my page and I'll pin it. Catch us up with what's going on with you, bro. Just a guy. What's up, brother? Hey, thanks. DD. Strike team. All right, I'm wrapping up. Much love, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll do a better edit of that, all the lives that happened today, because it ended up being dramatic. I was literally not even going to live today. I was just going in to get a subpoena, mail it off. And Gettysburg was Gettysburg. So much love, y'all. Thanks. Take care.